As hosts, I am Professor John Fielding.
Reverend Pam Fielding.
And I'm their daughter, Debbie.
And
I'm a Ukrainian
The guest.
from Ukraine. I am Ina, and I'm staying here with two of my children, Alina and Timur.
So, of course, the obvious first question is how and why did you decide to host?
We were horrified by the war and all the awful things that were taking place there, and we wanted to do something to help, however little. As Christians, we actually wanted to follow some of Jesus' instructions at the end of Matthew's Gospel, and one of those was I was a stranger and you welcome me. So we thought we couldn't do a lot of the other stuff that Jesus asked us to do, but we could at least do that.
As with these awful events, you always think, I can't do anything. But this time we were able to offer help, just a little help. So we thought we must try.
So, and when you guests arrived, how was it? How were the first days?
The diocese were extremely helpful in terms of making the initial contact with Ina and the family. And after that, there was a very long meeting to sort out the visas, and that was facilitated by the diocese. That was really brilliant.
We had lots of forms to fill in, but actually they were all quite easy for us to do together, because there were mostly things like putting your name and your date of birth over and over again, wasn't it? there were forms for Ina to get her universal credit, and there were also forms for the children for schools. But again, they were relatively, I mean, we had to do them, but they were relatively straightforward. Yes.
One of the things that we've settled in was that although they have got 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, we share the kitchen, and I've got nothing to do with that. But apart from Friday when I cook by going to the local takeaways.
He's very good about emptying the dishwasher. That's very much.
And that happens quite a lot, doesn't it?
But the three of us, between us and Timur, share the cooking as much as we can. It's not always smooth, but everyone gets fed, and as Ina says, nobody dies. So,
and we're getting to enjoy borscht. Well, we enjoyed it from the beginning.
It's delicious. Yeah.
Were there or are there any more challenges you didn't expect?
I think they all fitted in very well. We are used to having guests, but not as extensive as this. But I think Ina and the children are fitted in very well, and we enjoy having them here.
What's the most unexpected joy for you when you started to host?
We seem to find quite a lot of things to laugh about. We do laugh a lot.
Yes, I think it feels for us like very, very easy relationship. We all get on well, and we have lots in common, don't we? We have lots of things that we all enjoy.
And thank you very much for John and Galina, that they can communicate easily with teenager, because I know that teenager is difficult, and I have a teenager.
It's good that Ina speaks good English. That's helped a lot. And Paulina's English is going on by leaps and bounds, and we know that Timur understands more than he says.
Could you please tell anything to people who are in doubt, should they host or not?
A potential host they should try to help as much as they can, but not more than they can. It will be very rewarding. Being host, in fact, to us, allowed unlocking help from our neighbours and strangers. They felt that because we had the family here, they were allowed to help the family through us, and that was brilliant.
I think it's quite important to be relaxed about what's happening, and if there are misunderstandings, it's okay not to worry.
We left on, I think, it's 5th of March. The situation was we knew that a lot of Russian tanks is going to the city, and a lot of lots were closed and we didn't know what will happen next, or if it will be a fight for the city, or if it will be next Mariupol. There was only one road that was opened, and we decided to go and not to wait. And it was good because our children, we had a lot of children in the car, and they didn't realize what happened. The next day the city was closed.
For you as a guest, I expect you also have some worries, concerns.
We had very good feeling that everything will be okay, and it happened. And for me, to stay with here in England with unknown people is much easier than sometimes to stay with some of my relatives. It happened.
What would you want to say to people who are considering hosting Ukrainian refugees?
Don't be afraid. Ukrainians, they really need your help now. And all Ukrainians are very grateful to English people that you open your houses and your hearts, and that you have such a great support in such time, such difficult time. So if you have such an opportunity, don't be afraid.